In the heart of the Everglades, a predator has no equal. Born of invaders, grown to titans, and now unstoppable. Pythons, the Everglade menace.
Imagine you're on a walk through the Everglades and boom! A 20-foot long python is attacking a 15-foot long American alligator. This is not a match, but a battle happening right now. Snakes have overtaken and claimed the Everglades. Burmese pythons are representing a threat that has been seen all across the world with the introduction of new non-native species to an existing ecosystem. So how did we get here? How did pythons end up wrestling gators in the swamp of Florida? Well, Burmese pythons are established in the parks and wild due to accidental or intentional release of captive pet animals. In short, people brought these massive snakes as pets, and when they became too large, too costly to maintain, or too devastating to handle, they simply released them into the wild. This decision has proven to be devastating. In southern Florida, including the entirety of Everglades National Park, Burmese pythons, which are large constrictors that can grow up to 18 feet long, native to Southeast Asia, have spread over thousands of square kilometers. We're talking about an invasion of biblical proportions here, and the damage is catastrophic. In Florida, these pythons prey on various mammals and birds, including those designated as threatened or endangered by U.S. endangered species, like the Key Largo wood rat and the wood stork. These species are already hanging on by a thread, and now they got a new apex predator to worry about. What is that worse? They have almost wiped out many more types of animals in the region. Raccoons, possums, and bobcats have seen their populations absolutely decimated. Marsh rats, cottontails, and foxes, they've been effectively wiped out, gone. This ecosystem, which took thousands of years to develop, has been completely thrown out of balance in just a few decades.
Our proposed solution to the python invasion in the Everglades is targeted removal programs. The goal is to lower the python population and restore balance to native wildlife. First, we recommend expanding state-funded python hunts to remove large numbers quickly. This builds on programs already used by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. Next, we propose training and paying licensed hunters through the Python Elimination Program. This ensures safe, efficient removals by people who know how to handle these snakes. To motivate participation, we suggest cash rewards per foot of python caught. Hunters would earn more for larger snakes, increasing effort where it's most effective. We'd also discuss focused removal efforts in breeding zones and around sensitive habitats, where pythons cause the most ecological damage. Altogether, this plan combines financial incentives, professional training, and targeted strategy. The ultimate goal is to reduce the python population and help restore the Everglades ecosystem to its natural balance.
Hi, today I'll be talking about the targeted removal program for pythons in the Everglades and some of its strengths, weaknesses, implications, and limitations. Starting with the strengths. Every python that's captured removes hundreds of potential offspring from the ecosystem, which makes a huge difference over time. The program also helps scientists learn more about python behavior, habitats, and breeding patterns. Another strength is that it focuses on areas with known python activity instead of searching randomly, which makes it more efficient. Plus, it provides jobs for trained hunters and raises public attention about invasive species issues. Now for the weaknesses. The Everglades are massive and full of dense vegetation, so many pythons will still go undetected. It also requires continuous funding, equipment, and training. Even though a lot of snakes are caught, pythons reproduce quickly, so progress happens slowly. And finally, people could still release pet snakes, which would reintroduce the problem. Moving into the implications. Reducing python numbers can help native wildlife recover and store the balance between predators and prey. It also helps increase public understanding of invasive species management, which can help prevent future problems. And lastly, the limitations. The removal process has to continue indefinitely, or the population will bounce back. Some remote or flooded areas can't be reached, and without ongoing support from the government or organizations, progress could stall. There's also the chance that pythons may adapt to avoid detection in the future.
In conclusion, Burmese pythons have become very invasive over the past years, drastically affecting local Everglades populations. Targeted removal programs are a solution to this problem, and some of the benefits it would bring would be that it would, of course, reduce the population of these Burmese pythons, and in turn that would help to restore and replenish the ecosystems. And of course, this doesn't come without some cons, and one of them being that this is a temporary solution, and this isn't a permanent, long-lasting solution, as there's always new pythons being born, and unless every single Burmese python is captured, there's going to be more. And which leads to the next point, that there are more pythons being constantly added. And of course, there's also pythons being brought in from outside by people. That's how they got there in the first place. And then the next point is that it is also very difficult to catch these pythons. It's labor intensive. Of course, it's very hard on manual labor. It's very difficult to catch these pythons. It's also very expensive to send people out into the Everglades to go catch these pythons. Thank you. And here are sources. It's page 1, and this is page 2.